Forget everything else for next few minutes. We're going back to a specific evening, a moment where the ordinary twisted violently into the terrifying, leaving behind scars both physical and psychological. This is about what happened one night at a shopping mall. November 8th, 1974, the Fashion Place Mall in Murray, Utah. Picture it. The warm lights, the murmur of shoppers, the faint smell of popcorn in the air. An 18-year-old girl is browsing in a bookstore, perhaps thinking about her day, maybe planning her weekend. Just a normal evening, indistinguishable from countless others. She leaves the bookstore, heading towards her car. That's when he approaches her. He's clean-cut, looks presentable, maybe even handsome in a conventional way. He carries himself with an air of authority. He introduces himself as Officer Roseland of the Murray Police Department. His tone is serious, urgent. He tells the girl that someone has been seen trying to break into her car in the parking lot, and she needs to come with him immediately to the police substation to file a report. Imagine being that girl in that instant. Confusion mixes with alarm. Her car broken into, but something feels off. Why isn't he in uniform? Why meet here, not at her car? She voices her hesitation. He seems slightly impatient, but maintains his professional demeanor. He reassures her, perhaps flashes the badge again, quickly. He insists it's procedure. He's persuasive. Against her better judgment, that little voice telling her something isn't right, she agrees to go with him. Trust in authority, the desire not to cause trouble, maybe a flicker of fear. It all combines, and she walks with him out into the evening air. He leads her not to a marked police car, but to a Volkswagen Beetle, tan or light-colored. Another red flag waves faintly in her mind, but she's already committed. She gets into the passenger seat. The door clicks shut beside her, a sound that suddenly feels heavy. The interior of the car smells faintly stale. He gets in, starts the engine. For a moment, silence hangs heavy in the small space. He starts driving, but not in the direction of the supposed police substation, she quickly realizes. He tells her they need to stop somewhere else first. The thin veneer of officialdom is rapidly dissolving, replaced by a growing, sickening sense of dread. Then, it happens. While driving, he suddenly reaches over, swift and practiced. She feels something cold and metallic clamped tightly around her left wrist. A handcuff. Pure, unadulterated terror floods her system. This isn't a police officer. This is something else entirely. This is a trap. He fumbles, trying to attach the other cuff to her right wrist. Adrenaline ignites her survival instinct. She screams. She fights back, lashing out with her free hand, kicking, trying to impede him. He's momentarily surprised by her resistance, struggling to control both her and the moving vehicle. He pulls the car over abruptly. Now, he turns his full attention to her, maybe pulls out a weapon. Some accounts mention a gun, others a crowbar, hinted at. He threatens her, tells her he'll kill her if she doesn't cooperate. But the girl isn't listening to the threats. She's fueled by sheer desperation. In that critical moment, as he's momentarily distracted or perhaps didn't fully secure the cuff, she sees her chance. Her hand instinctively finds the door handle. She yanks it. The door flies open. Without a second thought for the fall, for the potential injury, she throws herself out of the still partially moving, or just stopped, vehicle. She hits the pavement hard, scraping her skin, the impact jarring her body. But she scrambles to her feet, ignoring the pain. Freedom is only feet away. She runs towards the headlights of an oncoming car, waving frantically, screaming for help. The driver of that car, thank God, stops. They see her terror, the dangling handcuff on her wrist. They let her in, lock the doors, and speed away, leaving her attacker behind in the now stopped VW Beetle. She is safe, shaken, injured, but miraculously alive. The girl's terrifying ordeal provided police with invaluable information. A detailed description of the man, his car, his methods, the fake authority, the handcuffs. Her incredible bravery, her refusal to submit, not only saved her own life, but provided one of the first solid leads in what was becoming a terrifying pattern across multiple states. Investigators realized her attacker wasn't just a random predator. He was potentially linked to the disappearances, the unsolved murders haunting the West. The man who tried to abduct the girl, the polite Officer Rosalind, was suspected of being a prolific, cunning, and monstrously violent serial killer. The man who clamped that handcuff onto the girl's wrist that November night, the man whose charm masked unimaginable darkness, the man responsible for a reign of terror that would eventually span the entire country, was Theodore Robert Bundy, also known as Ted Bundy, and the girl was Carol Daronch. Carol Daronch's testimony would prove crucial in securing Bundy's first major conviction for her kidnapping. It was the beginning of the end for one of America's most infamous serial killers, an end brought about in part by the courage of a young woman who refused to become another victim. If this story held you on the edge of your seat, let me know by hitting that like button. And for more true stories delving into the strange, dark, and mysterious, make sure you subscribe and activate notifications. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Stay safe.